Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on our Rise and Shine program. Of course, you know how we do it. All right, we have a workout for you to start the new year good. All right, we have fitness professional Chris Williams, who's going to lead us into this workout to get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, get you ready to start your day and the new year right. Okay, guys, so stay tuned for more.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you're ready for the sweat. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our legs wide. We're going to get those shoulders warmed up. We're going to go through a little full body exercise here this morning, right? So the legs are wide, so we're going to do is roll the shoulders back. Four, three, two. Now we're going to squat. Bring those arms up. We're warming up those legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands right here. So you're going to push. Extending those arms straight up to the sky. Remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it down and up. Warming up that lower back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're going to march. So you're going to march forward. Bring it forward and back. Forward and back. Forward again and back. Bring your legs wide and lift those knees high. Up. Remember, the higher you raise your knees, the more you're going to work on those abs, right? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to reach up. Bring it forward. Two more. Back up again. Forward again. Back up again. Forward 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pull, pull. Right now you're going to keep it right there. Get those elbows coming in. 4, 3, 2. You're going to increase and put that leg curl right here. Boom. Right. Make it nice. Get those legs up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Back to the beginning right here. Reach it up. 2 more. Back to the front. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg curl. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. We're going to walk it forward again. Now tap, 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 tap. On this top to the front, we're going to bring it to the side. We're going to turn. And we're going to march right here again. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going backwards. Tap, 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 tap. 1 more time. Tap, bring it forward. Tap, side, out, turn, here, bring it back. March again. 4, 3, 2, bring it back wide. We're going up again. Now forward. Now pull the elbows in. Leg curl. March. Tap. 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 Turn. March. Bring it back. Tap. Boom. Tap. Bring forward. Tap. No, turn. Right here, march. Legs wide. Elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs together. Now we're gonna go single, single. Four, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Push it down. March it out again. Bring it back wide. Back to those elbows. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs together. Single, 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 down. Step. Push, push, push. One more. March it out. Bring it back wide from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 3, 4. Pull it in. Leg curl. March. Bring forward. Bring it around. March. And we're going backwards. Opposite leg. Tap. Last one. Turn. 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 Right here. Legs back wide. Elbows again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs together. Step. 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 Now push. 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 March. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands up. Right here. Cross body. Punch. So you're aiming up to the roof. You want to keep that core tight, so you're swinging from the core. 4, 3, 2. We're going to speed it up. Keep that core tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it together. Run. Wide. Close again. Wide again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Punch again. Let's go. So right now that heart rate's supposed to be up. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. At any time you need water, just take some water. Just take a little sip and bring it back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Speed it up. Come on. You're doing good. Don't quit. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it together. Run again. Fast. Quick feet. Quick feet. Come on. We're going wide. Close again. Wide again. March. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to see if we can put everything together, right? So remember, you're here. Let's go. 3, 4. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leg curl. 1, 2, 3, 4. March. Tap. 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 Now stick it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it together. Back. Touch. 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 touch, 1, 2, 3, 4, together, bring it back, legs wide, that side, 1, 2, 3, 4, next side, 1, 2, 3, 4, together, step, bring it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna punch. Faster now. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through a little cool down. I hope that was good. I hope your heart rate came up. I hope everybody's feeling good. You got a good sweat. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bring our arms up. We're going to go wide. Up. And you're going to bring it forward. You're going to bring your hands all the way down. You're going to stretch the back. You're going to lean over to the left side. You're going to go over to the right side. You're going to fold your arms. You're going to rock back and forth. Place your hands through the legs. You're going to bring it forward, round the back. You're going to roll it up slowly. 4, 3, 2. Bring it up. All the way up. You're going to lean back on it. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold your leg right here. You're going to stretch out the quad. You can place your hands out for balance. We're going to go to the next side. Cross the legs. Bring it down. You're stretching out the hamstrings. Bring it up. Cross it again on the next side. Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring your arm across to the side. You don't want to pull it up in your throat. You want to keep it across your chest. You're going to pull it to the next side. Again, reach it all the way up. Lean into it. Next side. Bring it up. Take a deep breath. Down. Up again. Deep breath. What you're going to do, you're going to hold up on your toes. You're going to bring it down hard. And give yourself a round of applause.
All right, guys, so that was fitness professional Chris Williams leading us into a workout, the first workout for the year on Rise and Shine. All right, guys, and I hope that your heart is pumping, your blood is flowing, and you are ready to start your day. And Chris, I wanted to share with us a little bit. You know, a lot of people make New Year resolutions, you know, at the turn of the new year. And I'm sure we have some people who made resolutions with regards to their health, fitness, nutrition, diet, and so forth for 2023. So in your experience, can I share with us, for somebody who's just starting off and, you know, wants to, you know, make some lifestyle changes with regards to their, you know, getting fit and healthy for this year, what is your best advice going forward?
Best advice going forward. If you're now starting out, first thing, you have to remember you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else.
Right.
Do not, if you're going into a gym, do not go into a gym and basically take notice of what everybody else is doing, because you have to start at your pace. What works for somebody will not necessarily work for you. So what you have to do, this is this is a trial and error process for you. So you go, you try something, you understand how it feels for you. If it doesn't feel right, you do not continue to do it. You know, you can ask for advice, but try to ask for advice from people who basically know what they're doing. Don't just go and take advice from any and anybody in the gym, because trust me, there's a lot of people in the gym that they're gymming, but they do not really know why they're gymming or know the proper form. So try to get, you know, seek professional help if you're going to do that. Take it one day at a time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You did not get out of shape in a day. You're not going to get in shape in a day. You have to take your time. You have to do small things. When it comes to your diet, make small changes. Don't make big changes that mentally, you know, is going to frustrate you. You're not going to be able to keep up to it. You know, don't cut out, cut back. You know, and even if you can't go into the gym, you find you lift a weight, it's weak. There's nothing wrong with staying at a lighter weight until your body gets accustomed and you make gradual increases. Don't just see a guy and figure because, okay, you're bigger than this person, you're stronger than this person. No, it doesn't work that way. Everybody's body is different. Learn your body and work out within your body's parameters. Don't try to do things that you've never done before. Just don't jump into it. Gradually take your time into it and, you know, be consistent. One thing is, do not discourage yourself, always encourage yourself. Don't tell yourself, oh, I cannot do this or I'm unable. Say, okay, I didn't get it today, I'm gonna try again tomorrow. And every time you go, just keep trying and trying, and one day you'll realize, wow, okay, I'm making changes. And when you see changes, don't pull back, move forward.
Hello and welcome to the MTV Evening News for Monday the 16th of January. And coming up, doctor accused of abusing patients and staff at the Monkey Hospital removed from that institution. Citizens concerned about the future of the MNIB after consultations. Remembering the Kotomeni tragedy 32 years ago. And in sport, over 60 youngsters participate in St. Mark cricket program. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you right after the break and right along with the public forecast information. Stay with us.
New Me in 2023, coming to Courts Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.courtsoptical.com. At Courts Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New Me 2023 with glasses from Courts Optical. Value you can see.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
All concerned are hereby advised that the main branch of the GUT Cooperative Credit Union Limited, located on the corner of Grenville and St. John Street, St. George's, will be closed on Thursday 19th and Friday 20th January 2023. This closure has become necessary to facilitate the relocation of the branch to our new office on the corner of Halifax and Cross Streets, which will be operational from January 23rd, 2023. Management apologizes for any inconvenience caused and reminds all members that our branches at Victoria, Grenville, Grandance and Carriacou are available to serve you. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. First up this evening, union leader confirms that a male African doctor who was accused of verbally and physically abusing patients and staff at the Monkey Hospital is no longer attached to the institution following protest action last December. We have more from Troy Gill.
President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, provided an update on the situation at the Mount Gay Hospital, where it is alleged that a male doctor of African descent was verbally and physically abusing patients and staff, which resulted in protest action by the workers and their union in December last year.
The Grenada Public Workers Union, we are pleased to provide an update on the situation at Monge Psychiatric Hospital. As the nation is aware, the workers protested on the 19th of December 2022 based on a very serious situation where workers felt they were being verbally abused by a practicing doctor, and in some cases there were situations where it ended up in borderline physical interactions and altercations. So this was stated, and the workers stood resolute and protested about it. This was something unprecedented because you don't normally see health sector workers protesting against superiors such as doctors and things in that particular system. So it was very unprecedented. It took a lot for the union and the workers to reach that point.
According to Grimes, following a letter which was sent to the Ministry of Health and the Public Service Commission, they were informed that the individual is no longer attached to the institution.
On the 12th of January, my office was informed by senior officials from the Ministry of Health, the permanent secretary to be specific, that the doctor will no longer be operating at the Monge Psychiatric Hospital, and that is a good thing. The situation was potentially explosive, could have ended up in something very unfortunate, potentially tragic, and the Grenada Public Workers Union wants to commend the Ministry of Health in particular. Also, we would like to commend the Public Service Commission in acting speedily on this matter.
In an earlier report, Grimes said workers claimed that the male doctor also made derogatory comments regarding women, referring to them as dogs. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Following an incident at the J.W. Fletcher Catholic School involving an altercation between a student, family member, and teacher, the police have confirmed that 3 individuals, namely Sheldon Clark, Jamel Clark, and Joshua Clark of Jean Anglais St. George, were each charged with the offenses of disorderly behavior and trespassing. Sheldon and Jamel were also charged with being in possession of offensive weapons. The men were each granted bail in the sum of $4,000 with 1 surety and are scheduled to appear at St. George's Magistrates Court on the 9th of March this year. In another incident, Acacia Roberts of Mount Gay St. George, who was arrested and charged with the offense of causing harm following a recent incident on a school compound involving a student, will appear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on Friday, the 24th of February. The police reminded the public that entering school compounds for the purpose of confronting another person can amount to criminal offenses, and such behavior will be treated with the utmost seriousness. As a direct response to this troubling occurrence, Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey also issued a statement regarding violence in schools by adults. The bishop said all citizens must be concerned about the upsurge of violence in schools, especially when that violence involves children, and reminded the public that everyone has a responsibility to seek to correct it in any way that they can, whether with their own children or the children of others. The bishop further noted that such behavior should not be tolerated in any school. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell and a team of government ministers took the conversation about the Marketing and National Importing Board MNIB to the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique over the weekend. There, many questions and concerns arose about what follows the consultations, as in the past, when it was believed that the public's opinion on situations like these were not counted. However, Prime Minister Mitchell noted that in this situation, the people can be assured that their suggestions will be considered. We have more in a report from Donella Hostin.
Farmers, agro-processors and other stakeholders on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique were included in the conversation about the current affairs and future of the Marketing and National Importing Board, MNIB. And although the consultation sessions have been welcomed by farmers and other stakeholders, according to one concerned individual, the question of what comes next still stands.
I want to believe that there are other state agencies and also statutory bodies that are in similar predicament, and in near future hope that something could be done. It's good that we're having the consultations, putting out the information out there that the public would know exactly what is happening with the marketing board. But at the end of it all, my concern is to what end? What is plan B? Are we going to put a technical team in place to look at the outcome of the consultations?
He also reminded the head table that farmers are in need of answers now, as farming is a continuous process and farmers need to have a market for their produce.
I can tell you, farming is a thing and farmers cannot wait. We are in the dry season. Fortunately, we're still having some rains and some farmers are still harvesting crop. But we are entering the dry season, and within 3 to 4 months' time, the rains are going to fall again. And farmers have already started planning for this year rainy season. So you see something that we cannot wait. And they believe farmers and other stakeholders that do business with the marketing board, they are waiting and want answers as of yesterday.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell addressed these concerns.
Yes, the intention will never be to simply shut down and take a whole long period before we restart. In fact, we do recognize that we will need a technical working group. I mean, part of that is part of what we've been discussing. And I'm saying, to some extent, MNIB has depots and it has packaging houses. And that aspect of MNIB is the core of MNIB. And so even if we are doing a restructuring, it is likely that those things will remain open to service farmers, to service the public. We just have to make sure that we do it in a manner that's efficient, in a manner that's clear, so that the farmers, the public understands what is happening. and that the people who we put in the interim to manage that process have the competence to do so, so that as we begin the process of revamping MNIB, it will be successful. So we appreciate that technical working group has to happen.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
The people of Carriacou are calling on Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation Andy Williams and his team to provide some assistance to clean up Paradise Beach, the island's #1 beach. This, according to one of the residents, there should be a part of the cleanup and transformation drive that the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation has implemented starting on the mainland of Grenada. We have details in this report.
Paradise Beach in Hillsborough on the sister isle of Carriacou is dubbed as one of the most prestigious beaches on the small island. However, according to some concerned citizens, there is a need for a cleanup drive on this beach as there are hazards in the area. Speaking more about this was Anne Gay.
Paradise Beach, I walk on Paradise Beach, and Paradise Beach is, they say, the second best in the Caribbean. Every day I go there, and lots of people pick up sea moss on the beach. And I don't know what field it fall under, if it's agriculture or whatever, fisheries or whatever. But people they have the bed and the bang bus, and people just pick up sea moss, and everybody enjoy it. But there is a lot of hazard on Paradise Beach. And if it's the best beach in the Caribbean, why so bad?
Gay said it would be good if the people of Carriacou could take a page from what is being done on mainland Grenada. Addressing this and affirming that some actions have already begun to ensure that Paradise Beach is maintained properly was Honorable Tevin Andrew, Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs.
We will be putting in some work to ensure that it remains that, it remains prestigious and, of course, the best in the world. So there's a lot of work that will be put in. So we understand the challenges that we now face, but rest assured that the ministry is aware and work has already started. Thank you.
Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, also shared similar sentiments, noting the importance of having people within the community work together.
What we are trying to do is to try to build back the community spirit, where a community can look at their environment and take the initiative to see how they can clean it, right? I mean, it's a shame sometimes for you to walk through your community and, you see bottles on the ground, you see it, untidy, and think that I'm not going to do anything, I am going to wait on government, right? So what should be done is that we should have pride in our community.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
The Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, along with the Ministry of Health and other stakeholders, continue to roll out free health clinics in various parts of the country as part of Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Their last stop was at the Victoria Medical Center in Victoria, St. Mark on Saturday. And our news team spoke with nurse and midwife Lynthia Buckmeyer, attached to the GPPA, who provided an update on the day's proceedings and the importance of women coming forward to get tested and screened.
So far, it's been pretty okay. Persons are coming out. They're sipping in little by little. And again, we'd like to reiterate the importance of getting tested, and we're still in the month of cervical cancer, so we're encouraging the ladies to come out to get their pap smears done. As we know, the pap smear is for early detection. So if anything, were to be there, you come, you get your pap smears, we pick it up early, you get your treatment while it's early. The prognosis and the end results would be better because then you get your treatment early. We're doing other STIs and everything. And
they'll be visiting Carriacou in the coming weeks, and they're encouraging individuals there to take advantage of the opportunity, especially prior to the approaching carnival season.
We know we are approaching the carnival season just now. Carriacou Carnival is around the corner. So we know persons will be moving from Grenada here and going up to Carriacou. So it's important, to come to get tested, to know your status, to ensure that everything is okay. So we're encouraging persons to come out, get tested. We're not only here in Victoria, we'll be in other areas as well, and we'll also be in Carriacou the week before Carnival. So we're encouraging the kayaks to come out and to get tested before you go and you enjoy yourselves fully.
That's the first segment of news here for Monday on MTV. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
All concerned are hereby advised that the main branch of the GUT Cooperative Credit Union Limited, located on the corner of Grenville and St. John Street, St. George's, will be closed on Thursday 19th and Friday 20th January 2023. This closure has become necessary to facilitate the relocation of the branch to our new office on the corner of Halifax and Cross Streets, which will be operational from January 23rd, 2023. Management apologizes for any inconvenience caused and reminds all members that our branches at Victoria, Grenville, Grandance and Carriacou are available to serve you. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Do your dreams seem far away from coming true? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $262,000. Fulfilling your plans can be just one ticket away. So, play today. Lotto. Play and win a lot of money.
Sisson's WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Introduce your gifts of love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Gifts of love with Cheer.
I want to say thank you for always being here with us. Thank you for your support in 2022. And we wish you and your family the very best in this new year. Please ensure that your thoughts are positive, you set your goals, and that you also draw a plan so you know how you plan to get to them. We wish you the very best for 2023. I'm your host, Austin Crosby, and I'm looking forward to another exciting year of information sharing with you here on Rise and Shine on MTV and Magic FM. So it is another packed morning, and I do believe we have our weather report on. So we will be sharing today's weather report with you. Let's go over to the Met Office where we say good morning to our forecaster. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, 17th January 2023. Presently at the airport, conditions are partly cloudy. Winds are from the east at 5 miles per hour. Pressure 1013.3 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 22.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 92%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29.1 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 22.8 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 4.5 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 95.1 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fair at times, with light to moderate showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with more frequent showers and a low chance of thunder. Today's maximum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 7 feet in northeasterly swells. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides are currently rising and will be high at 10:30 a.m., low at 4:45 p.m. Sunset today 6:02, sunrise tomorrow 6:33. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fair at times with light to moderate showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with more frequent showers and a low chance of thunder. A small craft advisory is in effect. From the Met Office, I'm Cassia Johnson.
Much Cassia, and that's our weather forecast for today. Remember, we do have a marine advisory is in place, so our seagoers, our marine operators, please be mindful of this as you go out. Please ensure that someone knows that you are going out, because safety is paramount. Let's go over to today's word of the day, and it will be coming from a grade 4 student of the First Choice Junior School, Nikayla Benjamin.
Everyone, my name is Nikayla Benjamin. I attend First Choice Junior School and I am in grade 4. The word for today is accommodate. The spelling is ACCOMMODATE. The meaning is to provide lodging or sufficient space for. This word can be used in a sentence as follows. The hotel can accommodate up to 500 guests.
Thank you so much, Nikayla. That's Nikayla Benjamin from the First Choice Junior School. Our word for the day, accommodate. And remember, we also share with you a disaster tip for the day, a safety tip. And this morning's five preparedness tips, for emergencies. 1. Update your emergency contact and communication strategy. 2. Create or update your emergency kit, and don't forget the disinfectant masks and gloves. Create an emergency evacuation plan for home and work, and also charge electronic devices and invest in a battery bank. Finally, keep essential documentation, supplies, and cash in a crush-proof, waterproof Pelican case. So that's important. Remember, your 5 preparedness tips for today: contact information, ensure it's updated and useful. Make sure you create that emergency kit. Create an emergency evacuation plan, charge your electronic devices, and finally ensure that all your essential documents, cash and others, are in a crush-proof and safe waterproof also case. So that's our word for the day and also our preparedness tip for this morning. Today is expected to be an information-filled morning with you, as we always promise and would deliver. This morning we will be speaking to Mr. Jervis Dabrio. We'll be speaking to him virtually this morning on some of the phishing scams that people have been falling victims to. This morning I know I heard a bit about it, and we haven't seen a number of videos been circulating on social media, and it is also due to that scam. So this morning you will be sharing some information with us on how you can protect yourself. Please don't fall victim to it, because it will affect and change your life forever. In addition to that, we will be having in studio. So this year we are doing a mixed approach where we do both Zoom, so we do both virtual and also in-person interviews. So we'll be having representatives from the Integrity Commission here who will be sharing information with us on the gift registry. What is it? How is it used? And how can you contact the Integrity Commission? When do you need to do so if you think you are in violation of something that might have gone wrong, so you know exactly what you should do? So we will be having here Mr. Don Walker and Mr. Bartholomew will be here to share with us. So I'm just waiting for our first guest to join us via Zoom. I'm not seeing Mr. Dabrio on as yet, and then we would get into that conversation. So what we would do in the meantime is just take a short break, and we'll be back with that first interview with Mr. Jervis Dabrio.
Sisson's WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with dread.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Gifts of love with dread.
Do you know you can lower your electricity bill by changing the way you do laundry? Front-loader washing machines are designed to reduce electricity and water consumption. When upgrading, buy with this in mind. You can also lower your electricity bill by doing full loads of laundry, using the sunlight to dry your clothes, and ironing in bulk. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by changing the way I do laundry. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. As we promised, we are now getting ready for that interview with Mr. Jervis Dabrio. He is one of the officers at CSIRT. The government created the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team. He is one of the officers attached to that division, and this morning he's actually the department head. So he will be sharing with us about those phishing scams. Mr. Dabrio, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. Also, Happy New Year to you.
Good morning, Oslin. Really nice to be back on the program again. And thank you so very, very much.
Would you allow
Happy New
the
Year
anointing
to you.
of the Holy
Thank you
Ghost
so much, and I do wish you the same, you and the team. I see that the year has started off very busy for you, and you are on the go. Let's get on straight into it. Those phishing scams, a lot going around, a lot of videos all over the place, and we need to alert the public that it's time for them to be a lot more vigilant.
To be encamped
yes, so
about her all the days
started,
of her life.
It has
Would
been
you
around
bless
for
her
a
in
while,
her coming out and in her going
an
in?
increase in
And Father, my
the
prayer for
number
her is
of
that
phishing
she would be
scams
so
targeting
filled with the
locals
Holy
last year,
Spirit
and
that she would be able
that
to
trend
be
continues
a woman of
into
virtue,
this year.
a woman who loves the
we're
things of
also
God and has a
witnessing
distaste for the things
quite
of
a
this
bit
world.
of sextortion,
And Lord, we don't just
incidents
dedicate
of
the child, we
sextortion,
dedicate the
happening
entire family.
as well.
I ask, Lord, that you would give
the
Joel
outlook
strength.
from
Lord, I
the
pray that you would give him
international
spiritual courage.
cyber watch
And Lord, I
dogs
pray
is
that
not a
you would
pretty
be
one
able to
for
have the
2023.
conviction to lead this family in the ways of righteousness. May he
that
not bend
phishing
to the
is
trends
going
of
to
culture
continue
or the
as the
prevailing
number
thought
one
of the time.
threat vector
But Lord, may he fix the
for
temperature
delivering
and
a
the
lot
tempo of the holy over the immutable
unpleasantries,
promises
to
and
and that's what we're seeing. So,
Lord, for Rachel, I pray that you would give her a strength that is inhuman. Lord, I pray that in those days where she is worn and wearied by the duties of motherhood and being a wife, I pray that she will be able to lay claim to your divine omnipotence. May she be daily strengthened. May she be daily
That
revived.
is a phishing scam.
May her
What should
cup-
you look for?
Well, a phishing scam, if you were going fishing, to catch fishes, you would have a line, you would have bait, and really what would get you to catch the fish is the bait. It has to be something that is attractive, something that the fish would want. So it opens its mouth, and before you know it, it's on the line and in your bucket. A phishing scam is the same sort of, it follows the same principle in the digital space. You're presented with something that is attractive, something that is enticing, something that engages with you emotionally, and it gets you to do something that you otherwise would not do. So that fish would not want to be on somebody's dinner plate, but it took the bait, and here it is, well seasoned and about to be eaten, and it's the same sort of thing. You took the bait, you click the link, you open the app, you install the app, and now your device is compromised, your accounts are compromised, and you're being extorted.
Okay. I heard you on another platform this morning, just sharing what I would consider basic tips on what to look for and what not to do. Speak to us specifically to that one, because I think we understand that the impacts of the videos that involve those sexual activities do have implications for people's families.
Yes, they do, and it is really sad that you have people out there who will take advantage of people in that way, because that is what is happening. You know, you're duped. You think you're talking to somebody on the other end who is interested in a genuine relationship. You think it is somebody who is being, you know, straight up with you, being 100 with you, only to find out that the end game really was about entrapment. It really was about getting you to a place where you're vulnerable, where they are now able to either, you know, demand services or finances from you. And that is what, you know, the whole concept of catfishing and sextortion is about. And this wave of videos being released, to a great extent, it is as a result of that. Catfishing, where you have somebody creating this fake profile, this persona out there. If it's men that are being catfished, then it would be a persona of some attractive female needing companionship, looking for a relationship. And you may be surprised that the end game is not realized until months later. So they build up trust, information is shared between both parties, and of course, one thing leads to another. In this instance, what we find happening is the bad actor, the person on the other end, they would, you know, present these sex scenes to the unsuspecting victim or user, and then they ask, hey, well, you're looking at me, you know, performing these acts on myself, so maybe you should return the favor likewise. Turn on your camera, you know, and you have people falling for that, getting excited and so forth, not realizing that once your camera is turned on, it can be recorded on the other end, and that is what is happening. So in some cases, it's not people recording the videos and sending it, but they turn on the camera and the bad actor captures that. Now, once that is in the possession of a bad actor, of a malicious person out there, you are going to be held at ransom. Your reputation, the embarrassment, all these things are going to be brought to bear on you. And that's what we're seeing. So you're told, hey, I'm going to ruin your reputation. I'm going to release this if you do not pay me X amount of dollars, whether it's $500 US or $300 US, $1,000 US, whatever the cost may be. Now, the problem with that is you have no guarantee that if you pay the videos, the content is going to be deleted. As a matter of fact, how these things work, once they get you to pay, it is you admitting that you are worried, you are scared of the content leaking. They now have you exactly where they want you. If you were willing to pay $500 or $1,000 US to not have the video come out, they are going to squeeze you for additional funds. So you pay, you're still in a bit of a pickle. If you do not pay, they most likely will follow through on the threat and they will release the video. And as you pointed out, it is not just the individual in the video that is going to be affected. The families are affected as well. The children will have to deal with that, especially if you're looking at minors. And we already have instances of bullying and cyberbullying locally. So, you know, it is not just about you in it and you having, you know, slipped up a little bit, understanding that if something like that is done to you, crimes are committed against you. Because you're looking at invasion of privacy, you're looking at sextortion, extortion, these are criminal, and you're also looking at identity theft, impersonation, because oftentimes you have compromised accounts. Somebody lost access to their account. We see that with a lot of the videos that are being released locally. The account was a local's account, but of course, when he lost control to it, he abandoned it, he moved on. and the bad actor continue using it. I'm thinking we may need to get to a point where compromised accounts by locals are reported, so at least we can be on the lookout and we can alert the public that, you know, bad things can be coming from that account. That's what we're seeing.
Question. How do your team work? Do you rely primarily on reports, or you have another mechanism that you can monitor some of these phishing scams?
Well, it is twofold. One, we do rely heavily on reports, simply because we can't be in all places at all time. And something that may be presented in one group, we may not be in that group. We know there are lots of phishing scams that have been presented in a lot of these buy and sell local groups over the last year plus. We're not in all these groups. Even some of these, for example, this extortion, and so it took somebody reporting it to us for us to know, okay, yes, this is happening, because these conversations often take place in closed settings. You know, direct messaging, whether it's Facebook Messenger, it's WhatsApp, Telegram, what have you. We try to be everywhere, but at the end of the day, it boils down to really, you see something you're unsure of, you send it in. A good example would be, you know, that of companies being contacted directly and being told that, hey, you need to pay X amount of money, or we will release this content that we have on you. And so because of the nature of that engagement, we would not have visibility in that. But of course, it's when they let us know, we're able to do an assessment, and, you know, we liaise quite heavily with the cyber forensic unit in the RGPF. We have a very good relationship with the FIU as well. For example, just last week, in a collaborative effort, we were able to get the financial institutions to be on the lookout for a specific bank account that companies are being asked to send money to, or they will release certain content. Of course, based on our findings, it's just empty threats. There was no compromising content to start with. But that's how we operate right now.
As we conclude, because it's just about time for us to wrap up, I wanted to remind us how we can reach CSIRT, numbers, emails, also. Who do we know that you're the head of the department, but who else can we speak to? Can we also go to the police and then they would come to you, because you just spoke to that great relationship that you share?
Right. So let me address that and then give the contact details. Yes. As a matter of fact, if you come to us, you have incidents that are not criminal and you have incidents that are criminal. All right. So if it is of a criminal nature, naturally we will hand it over to Sergeant Noel, the head of the cyber forensic unit in the RGPF. We will reach out to Mr. Francis in the FIU. CID is going to be involved as well. We will tell you, hey, you need to make formal reports. Likewise, you may go to them and they may reach out to us for us to do a little bit of the heavy lifting. So at the end of the day, I think it doesn't matter much who you make first contact with, because there is an understanding that you need to go to X, Y, and Z based on the nature of the incident. If you've lost money, we can assess to tell you, yes, this is how it went, this is what the scam is, but you do need to report it to the FIU, because they have that financial reach into a lot of different spaces that we don't. Likewise, we can't prosecute, we can't arrest, and so that is left up to the RGPF. So that's how that work. And of course, all parties understand the importance of confidentiality. Now, if you need to reach us on WhatsApp and Telegram, our number is 423-2478, 423-2478. Our email address, CSIRTGND, CSIRTGND @gov.gd. and our handle. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, we are on TikTok as well. The handle is at CSIRTGND. So CSIRTGND, the same thing that you use as our email. You'll be able to follow us there. And for the people who just want to have a conversation, you want to talk to me, I think everybody know my number is public. 414-7297, 414-7297. Unfortunately, we are not taking direct calls on the 423-2478. And you can reach out to us, on any platform. We do not operate 8 to 4. We do not operate a 5-day week. We're always open. So if there is an incident, if there is something you want checked out and it's 11:30 in the evening, in the night, you can send it in. And somebody is definitely going to take a look at it, as soon as possible. It may not be at 11:45, but you may get the response at 4:30, 5 in the morning, 8. And it doesn't matter whether it's the weekend or it's the work week. That's how we operate, because that is what is needed in the cyberspace.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mr. Dabrio. You could not have said it better. 24-hour work, because that's the only way you will be able to monitor our cyberspace and ensure that we are alerted and that you also know what's happening so we can respond appropriately. To you and your team, we wish you the very best. This is going to be an ongoing conversation, because I know you send out the releases, and so as the threats and so pop up, and we will be sure to share them, but we will be having that conversation, or we will continue to have it, because I think it's important that people know what we should and shouldn't do.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you for being part of the fight against the cyber criminals, because I know you guys do put out quite a bit of stuff when we send it out. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Yes, you do. Thank you, and same to you, Mr. Dabrio. That was Jervis Dabrio, head of the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, CSIRT, speaking about some of those phishing scams that are plaguing our communities. It's affecting our families, our people. Please be mindful, be vigilant. Don't download what you're not sure on. If you are not sure, you can contact the CSIRT department, 423-2478. Email them, csirtgnd@gov.gd. You can also find them on any of the social media platforms at CSIRTGND, or you can call Mr. Dabrio himself, 414-7297. Let's take a quick break and get our in-studio guest set up for our second conversation with the Integrity Commission and the Gift Registry.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with dread.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Gifts of love with dread.
New me in 2023. Coming to Courts Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.courtsoptical.com. At Courts Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New me 2023 with glasses from Courts Optical. Value you can see.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. the Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Rise and shine.
Sisson's WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Gifts of love with care.
Do you know you can lower your electricity bill by changing the way you do laundry? Front-loader washing machines are designed to reduce electricity and water consumption. When upgraded, buy with this in mind.
Great.
You can also lower your electricity bill by doing full loads of laundry, using the sunlight to dry your clothes, and ironing in bulk. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by changing the way I do laundry. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Rise and shine.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. As I indicated before we went on the break, this morning our first in-studio interview has been quite a while. We have been on Zoom since COVID, so it is different this morning, but good different. And I want to say welcome to my two guests in studio. We have Acting Head of Compliance at the Integrity Commission, Mrs. Dawn Walker, and I also have the Legal Compliance Officer also at the Integrity Commission, Aquino Bartholomew. Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Swansea.
Thank you so much for being here. As I said, it is quite an historic one for us. It's our first since COVID in person in studio, and we do appreciate you having to get up and be here. that early. So today we're talking the gift registry. It was in the news recently, social media, making the rounds. I know that the Integrity Commission did release a statement as to why certain activities, certain actions were taken and not taken, reason explaining. Today we have an opportunity to delve deeper into it, and I'm going to start off with our legal compliance officer, Mr. Bartholomew. Speak to us first about what is the gift registry.
Okay, the gift registry is a mechanism whereby the Commission receives gifts from persons in public life, public offices, right? If a person receives a gift as an inducement or reward for an official act done, that will be incompatible or unlawful to the Integrity in Public Life Act and also the Prevention of Corruption Act, because you could be liable for corruption, you could be liable for not adhering to the gift registry system within the Act. Okay. So it's just a system to keep public officers transparent and a system of accountability for public officers.
Okay. So I want to bring in Mrs. Walker in this conversation. We're speaking corruption, we're speaking public officers, we are also speaking that of ensuring that what the public service stipulates, that it is you're in compliant with. What does it stipulate, and how can an officer stay on the straight and narrow?
Well, actually, good morning to the listening public and the viewing public, I should say. And one of the things that we do in the Office of the Integrity Commission is to receive declarations from persons in public life. And so when we receive declarations, there is a form in which we will send to persons in public life, and they will fill that form out and carry the supporting documents for that form. So it's really a declarations of interests, assets, liabilities, and income. And that's one of the ways in which we monitor and try to ensure that persons in public life are doing what we ask them to do. So
there is a limit, I know from what I read from the statement that was shared, as to how much an officer can be given, a public officer, as it relates to what you may consider to be a gift and what would consider to be inducement.
Actually, what we said that the value should not be more than $500. But just to take you one step back, there is a form with regard to the gift registry. So let us say that you're working, somebody in public life, and somebody comes to you and offers you a gift. You're not sure whether that is a personal gift or a state gift. Let us say you're not sure, is it something that I saw myself, or is it something that the state can benefit from? So there's a form that you fill, and in that form, first I should say, let me just back up one. You more or less will go to your supervisor, your manager, whoever, for clarity. And once you do that, the supervisor will advise you, you know what, we're not sure about this. So let us take it to the Office of the Integrity Commission. So the Office of Integrity Commission got a committee that will look at it and determine the value of the gift and whether it is a state gift or a personal gift. Okay. Now this gift registry is not on just the Office of the Integrity Commission, but the Office of the Accountant General is also involved in that process. Yes? So more or less, if it is, have 7 days when you receive that gift to inform the Office of the Integrity Commission of that gift. Yes, and after the decision, if the decision is made that it is a state gift, you have 14 days in which you can more or less forward that gift to the Accountant General's office. Yes. If you don't, the penalties, which all legal persons can share with you.
Okay, I was just about to ask about the penalties, because we cannot have such a serious issue and there are not repercussions.
Yes. So according to Section 45, subsection 6 of the Integrity in Public Life Act, a person who fails to comply with the direction given by the Commission commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine equal to the value of the gift involved, or $10,000, whichever is greater, or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 months. So that would be the penalty imposed if you do not comply with the direction by the Commission to give the gift to the Accountant General.
Okay. In this case, we are speaking here of the straight line cases, yes? The document provides guidance, but at the end of the day, I think an officer can also decide that I don't think I should accept this, yes?
Yes.
And when this is applied, is the registry still activated? And I know that speaks specifically to what happened recently.
Well, the registry can be activated once the officer returns the gift, because despite the Office of the Integrity Commission having that gift registry, some entities or organizations do have their own, their own terms. So if you do not have one, as somebody says, then you will go to the contact us at the Office of the Integrity Commission. But once one exists within your organization, then of course you have to abide by that. Yes.
Okay. You spoke a while ago about the declaration, and I'm not sure if our legal personnel should be able to speak to us more about it. We saw recently when the Prime Minister and members of the team had to do their declaration, and I remember since the Integrity Commission was open, then that's a critical part of the filing. And I know it is not only our politicians. Yes, we saw our politicians, we also know our public officers also fall under that scheme. What are the positions though? Is it only the established positions of public officers, or no? Because our politicians are not established positions.
So basically, we say generally we have about 33 categories of persons who are entitled to file: prison officers, police officers, the same accountant general, politicians, chairpersons of statutory bodies, CEOs of statutory bodies, and it goes on and on. Basically, that once you're earning over $2,000, you are entitled to file. But there are 3 categories that we more or less look at. Even though you're earning under $2,000, you are entitled to file all of these officers: customs officers, prison officers, and police officers, despite the monthly earnings. Yes. So we have the different categories, that's how I say, and once it's over $2,000, you are asked to file.
And usually the office will give a letter for the individuals to come in to declare. So it's not on your own initiative. The office will contact the supervisors, the entities, and the persons would be directed to come to the commission to file their declarations.
Okay, so the commission directs somewhat what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because of course we have persons moving from different departments, different ministries, and we can't have any surge of persons, especially since we enter the COVID period. We do a schedule, whether you'll have a half an hour or so. We can only accommodate, because of the size of our office and the staff as well, we can only accommodate a specific number of persons at a specific time.
Yeah.
Yes. So we invite everybody to come in, not everybody, but as I shared with you, the different earnings and different groupings. But once you get paid from the government coffers, yes,
you can be asked to declare.
You can be asked.
And also the Act specifies as well, if you're still unsure, there's still the first schedule in the Integrity in Public Life Act that lays out the different categories, as Mrs. Walker said before. So persons, even members of the commission, have to declare. Members of the House of Representatives, members of the Senate, the President of the Senate, parliamentary secretaries, the Accountant General and Deputy Accountant General, the DPP, Director of Audit Magistrates. You get the picture. They all have to declare. So it's all about transparency and accountability.
All right. So it therefore means that what you're encouraged to do is to always ensure that your work are always documented. So if called upon, then you don't have to struggle too much to get it together.
Yes.
Once you are being paid by government.
Yes. So as I would say, it's really telling the public officers that somebody out there is really watching. And somebody is checking, just in case. And sometimes it helps deter persons from doing certain things, because they know that we're looking for transparency and also to reduce the corruption in public life. Yes.
Because compliance work is also done on the declaration, so it's not a situation where we just simply get the declarations and just have it there. Work is done on the declarations, reviews, and investigations if it comes to that.
Because I was just about to ask, how do you get to that stage? Because you did say that letters are issued. It's not a case where you just come.
Yes.
You will be notified. How do we get to that point? But I think our legal rep, Mr. Bartholomew, answered that part, that investigations are conducted. You would do your due diligence before that person is approached. So far, since the existence of the commission, Ms. Walker, head of compliance, I take it that you have been in there more than likely from the beginning. How has it been? How has it been as a regulatory body functioning here in Grenada with such a critical role?
I would say that we started receiving declarations in the year 2014. And we have been doing so consistently, maybe with the exception of 2016. With the oncome of COVID, 2020, 2021, we somehow slowed down a bit. But we have received over 1,000 declarations and more or less have, analyzed and reviewed most of the declarations that we have received. And I should say in the beginning, it was the public is really buying into it. I must say that, because there was a lot of resistance at the beginning, why me, and you look in the wrong place, and all the comments. And now there are persons that, understand, we're doing this, and they do give us our support, and we don't have that form of resistance. I should say that we have been doing public education somewhat, and we have been doing, I shouldn't say somewhat, we have been doing public education. And we have been working with not just the working persons, but we have been doing from a ground-up approach as well, because we have encouraged the students, whether it's primary or secondary school, rallies or march or competitions or placards, and realize that if we have to make a cultural shift, we cannot just target one segment, but we have to target, everybody. So we took a holistic approach, everybody, all groupings, and that's what we have been working. So even though an organization or an institution would like to have us come in to share information with them, we can do so. You can just call us and say to us, I think my members of staff need to have some like a sharing, whether it's on ethics, integrity, a little bit about corruption and so forth. Get in contact with the Office of the Integrity Commission, and we'll be able to schedule it in. Okay, yes.
And if I might add, it is somewhat of a culture shift for Grenadians to get involved in the declarations process and other assets of the Commission. But I would say we have international obligations. The UNCAC, the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, and also the Inter-American Convention Against Corruption, right? So because of these international obligations, and we have our domestic laws like the Integrity in Public Life Act and the Prevention of Corruption Act that gives effect to these international treaties and legislation, we have to do these things. So it is something somewhat new to the public, but it's something that is necessary not only for our well-being, for transparency, accountability in the public service, but also it is something that the international organizations are looking at us for. They're judging us also on.
Ms. Walker, a while ago you spoke about if you want more information, just to speak to staff on ethics, integrity, that kind of thing, avoid corruption. You speaking only government departments, or you speaking to the public in general?
Public in general, because government departments do not work in isolation. Yeah, if we're going to continue moving forward as a country, we have to engage everybody, the private sector as well. Just as I said, our education, sensitization would have been the students, and everybody. So it's for everybody, the private entities as well as, independent organizations. You're welcome.
Okay. How do we reach the Integrity Commission, and to whom do we speak?
Okay, you can reach the commission at office@grenadaintegritycommission.org. You can also send inquiries addressed to the chairman of the commission, Lady Anandi Trotman Joseph. You can also call at 439-9212.
And we also have a website.
And we also have a website that has all the information on it, and even the acts, the various acts, and different information concerning the gift registry, and the things that the commission have been doing over the years.
Over the years, okay. Yes. Well, I know she may be on another time. That's the communications person for the commission that will be able to speak to us more about your community engagement. Yeah, yes. And I'm sure that the fact that we're targeting our students and the other groups, that there will be a number of community engagements now that we more outside than we have been for the past 2 years, so that we can do a lot more of that engagement. And of course, as you extended the invitation for people, you can now call and get in those one-on-ones with members of the commission so that we fully understand. And you are right, compliance is not meant just for government departments, because if the private sector does not understand what are the rules that govern our public service, then at the end of the day, we will avoid a lot of the unpleasant situations, one where we have to get to the commission, then everybody, it means that everything, we'll be able to walk as close as possible in a straight line.
Yes, definitely.
In a straight line. So before we part, just some parting words from you both. We'll start with Ms. Walker and we wrap with you, Mr. Bartholomew.
I just would like to say that, just want to encourage the general public to buy into what we're doing. And for the entities and the bodies that do not have a gift registry or some of guideline that tells them, what to do within their operations, we'll encourage them to put something in place. And those who already have, well, we do applaud you and we appreciate that. But we just like to encourage everybody to put something in place that will just make sure that your entity or your organization operate on a transparency level.
Excellent. Mr. Bartholomew?
Yes. So I would just like to say that the public at large is invited to always call, always contact the Integrity Commission with questions, inquiries, or such. We know some of these things certain things are new, but we're here to help and to guide the public along with whether it's declarations or the gift registry, whether it's assisting in terms of training public officers or entities in terms of keeping within the mandates of the Integrity in Public Life Act and also the Prevention of Corruption Act. So we're just extending an olive branch to persons to could always call us, could always contact us to get more information if needs to be.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Walker, Mrs. Walker, and Mr. Bartholomew for being here with us this morning. An important topic. We understand fully that we do have to do things as our parents used to say with decency and order. Yeah? Yes. We can't just allow everybody to just do as you wish. So it's important that we are mindful of our do's and don'ts, be it in public life or working in the private sector. Because at the end of the day, when we compromise our integrity, so much more is compromised, not just ourselves, our families, and by extension, our country. Yeah? So as we prepare to celebrate 49, we do so with the hope that we grow into better people and continue to think country first, and we take care of ourselves and then we drive country there. So to both of you, thank you again and the very best I wish you.
Thank you, Ms. Crosby. Thank you much.
So that's where we conclude for this morning. I want to say thank you so much to both our guests. We spoke this morning to Mr. Jervis Dabrio, head of CSIRT, the Cyber Security Response Team. And remember, those phishing scams, a lot of people are falling victims. Please, you are not sure, don't open, don't download, and don't engage in activities that would compromise your integrity, your families, and put you to shame or embarrassment. Let us see how we can work against this time around. Remember, it will be something to induce you into something that you may not want to do. You need to put up a bit of a resistance. Let's not go down that path. We have enough of it so far for the start of the year. So let us see how we can guard against it. And remember, integrity in public life, not just our public officers, but also for the private entities. And if you need more information, you don't have a formal document that speaks to maybe a no-gift policy or something as related to your officers, you can call the Integrity Commission, who can assist you maybe in creating a document, or go on the website. You will find information that will help guide that process. You're not sure, you want to do training, you want to do a session with your staff on the importance of integrity and, of course, avoiding that of corruption. They are also willing to engage you and your team to make sure that this 2023 we start off on the right foot. You know what you should and shouldn't do, and at the end of the day, we can protect the brand, the product, which is the business, and also yourself, who forms part of that team. So from all of us here at MTV, today the Rise and Shine team, Elton, Sugars, Nikita, thank you so much for being here with us. I am your host, Ocelyn Crosby, wishing everyone a fantastic day. Remember, be safe. COVID is still around. We are hearing of a number of cases. If you don't feel safe, please wear your mask, sanitize. The same principles that applied when we had a lot of cases, it applies now. Let us protect ourselves and our families as we hope to make this year a bountiful one where we can grow out of the pandemic, but at the end of the day, we grow even more conscious than we were before it. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe. We meet you again on Thursday when we do this all over again.
Gifts of love with trade, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
gifts of love with trade.
New me in 2023. Coming to Courts Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.courtsoptical.com. At Courts Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New me 2023 with glasses from Courts Optical. Value you can see.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications.